Yo, Tony B back with a mega mini review in the vein of what I read last night. And what I read last night were 3 titles that are killing it, figuratively and literally, in the pages of fiction. Or is it really? Like, in your mind it's real, right? But that's another video. Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, issue 14. We have a new, man, I don't know, villain, anti-hero. Like, we'll get into that. Y'all figure it out for me, man. Like, to get you caught up, The Haunting of the Record, part 3. I would strongly suggest, if you're into speculation or a key issue type person, get the part 2. We're introduced to I would get part 1 too, just in case he's in there, but a character in this issue, we get a name to this character that is delivering vengeance to people that have died because of actions of the Wrecker. So this character is focused on the Wrecker because they were a first responder to when the Wrecker was possessed. It was I believe it was an actual Marvel. Oh, dude, I'm going blank, bro. Like a Marvel event. There you go. So the Wrecker was possessed, dispatched some people, man. The issue before this has a photo. I might throw it up where it's like, man, it just shows you the maniacal nature of what had happened to him. And you kind of get a feeling of, you kind of feel for the dude, because this new character they're like a necromancer. They can control the dead to haunt you, to hurt you. They can become physical. It's like they can touch you, but you can't touch them. So there you go. It's kind of like the Gentleman Ghost for you, I guess, Golden Age, Silver Age guys, man, and gals. You know, it's all good, man. But I'm totally enjoying it. Yeah, Jed MacKay, good author. The artist, Domenico Carbone. It's good artwork, man. I don't know much about this artist, but it's resonating. Cover artist, Davide Paratore. I've talked about him on the channel before. Coming into his own, it's really starting to resonate with me. I'm digging it, man. Almost, and I don't like comparing artists, but I'm going to do it. Almost in the vein of Gabriel Del Otto. You can kind of see you can see it. But these covers are getting better and better. At first I was like, I don't know, man. But, man, it's growing on me, bro. I love it. It's a great time. So this issue, we start out with I don't want to call him an antagonist because he really thinks he's doing the right thing. But he describes how, so he's using magic to do this. And there's a great narration and description of learning magic. And he puts forth the effort to get to where he's at. And it's a great, Jed MacKay does an excellent job immersing you into his narration where, okay, this dude is dedicated, motivated, and he's where he needs. So here you go. Here's your reveal. The Executor, he carries an axe. He is a fireman. Like I said, first responder that is the first on the scene of this wreckage that these heroes usually, like, it deals with that, okay, there's wreckage, they're destroying. And the Wrecker, if you don't know and you're new, he's very powerful. There's 4 of them. He has a crowbar enchanted by Loki, which gives him, it's like invulnerability, super strength. And he bestowed that power upon 3 other guys, and they became the Wrecking Crew. It's great history to get into in the Thor realm, but those 4 guys, they end up in other books. And the whole thing, man, I'm just gonna say it, dude. That the She-Hulk thing on Disney did that group a huge disservice, man. It sucked. Like, they show these guys, I don't know, man. I ain't getting that. That thing, I'm gonna say it. You won't hear me say it that much, but that show sucked. But I digress. So the Executor, I'm really interested to see where this, I'm going to call him an anti-hero goes, because he's doing what he believes is justice. Kind of like a Ghost Rider type, you know, delivering vengeance. And he's not digging that Moon Knight is helping the Wrecker, but he's doing it. And so his power, he calls upon the dead. That these two were assassins in part of their life. And he calls upon the people that they have dispatched. I'm really digging this dude. I think it's a fresh, new character. Like, I've talked about it on the channel before, man. Give us some new, fresh stuff, man. Quit turning girls into boys, boys into girls. Quit, I don't know, man. Like, sometimes I don't mind that, but it's like, give me fresh stuff that can be built upon. Like, I bet you see this character going forward in more of a role, really in the metaphysical books maybe. But I love Moon Knight. He's one of my automatics, and you'll find he's pretty clever. So he has an advantage having a multiple personality disorder, and he puts it on too. I'm still curious, how do they do this glowing white? Man, if you're in the industry and you know, smarten me up. I've always been curious. I could research it, but it's cooler if someone shares their experience. Yeah, they explain how they made these ghosts that he necromances into the physical world to like. And keep in mind, these things can touch you. You can't touch them. Now, Moon Knight found a way where he could touch them, but he had to use the enchanted crowbar from the Wrecker, and he was geared up to fight metaphysical ghosts, and he succeeded, but he's kind of at a disadvantage here. Look at him, man. Dude, it's totally cool. Remember, the Executor. I dig it, man. Hats off to Jed MacKay, man, for bringing a fresh new. See, that's what's cool, man. He's not really a villain. He really isn't. He thinks he's doing the right thing. So you have the Wrecker. Look how big he is, dude. This is the Midnight Mansion, which is a character amongst itself. And really, it kind of reminds me of Gotham being a character. I ran into tons of books where Gotham is a literal character in that world, and I love it. And I think the Midnight Mansion being an entity of its own is cool. It reminds me of House of Secrets, the House of Mystery, that type of thing. I totally love that stuff. It opens the door for future narration and stories that these authors can explore. So she's giving him the what for. And you really see like a human side of the Wrecker. He is a jerk, you know what I mean? But he's kind of a likable jerk in this, where I think over time it's just kind of evolved to that. And yeah, she's a vampire, and she's part of the Midnight Mansion crew. I totally love this little crew that Marc Spector has. I love it, man. You have 8-Ball in it, which is cool. Like a really Z-list type villain. Turned good. I mean, it's goofy, right? He uses the 8-Ball it's just a pool gimmick. But he's like an engineer. He's smart. I don't know, dude. It's cool. I love the injection of that. There is another vampire called Soldier, and he's a badass. She's a badass too. But I love the team. So they're kind of getting into it. Like I said, the Wrecker's kind of a jerk. And he kind of provokes. Like, he's a brawler. Like, he'd be like a bar brawler, if, just to kind of describe it. But he does bestow some of that bar brawling knowledge into the mix. There is a code with those guys. So the Executor shows up. Yeah, he's like, I'm here for you. You're all out of capes to hide behind. Come on out. And then Wrecker's just like, he's pretty terrified of this guy because of what he can do. And here's the multiple personality disorder thing that kicked in. He switches his personality to one of the others that didn't do this stuff. Now he can deal with the ghost. Like, it literally, he changes to where the ghost cannot exact their vengeance upon this personality. So it's very interesting. Great use of this condition for this character, and he gets them out of the pickle that they're in. It's kind of like he even physically changes. So they got to go save the record. You know the thing about Moon Knight, like he gets out of stuff that, or gets in these pickles with like he just in this series he ran into an Asgardian god and dealt with that. They put him up against some heavy hitters. I totally dig this character. And the Wrecker, well, I say he's terrified him, but it doesn't really happen, man. He's like, you can see him like slapping his crowbar in his hand. Well, 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 well. You are the architect of my misfortune. Yeah, they're fixing to get down. Like, this will be a great battle. So if you're in the Moon Knight, man, stay tuned. You're fixing to see. Oh, yeah, this is crazy. Potty mouth panel. Actually, the Executor injects all these souls into the Wrecker. Now you have a character here that is, and the vampire is like, are you crazy? You just possessed him with a bunch of ghosts seeking vengeance, and you put them in an invulnerable superhuman. You got a huge problem now. So the Executor, man, has, through manipulation with other people and the ghost, have a, so now our guy's got to deal with that. Yeah, man, it's getting great. Jed MacKay, he's delivering the goods. You know what I'm saying? Moon Knight is heating up. I'll always get Moon Knight. I don't even really look at him as like a Batman ripoff character. It's totally different. But man, there you go. And also, totally dig it, man. Godzilla doesn't kill, doesn't beat up. He destroys the Marvel Universe. Totally dig this cover. Mark Brooks is delivering great issue A covers, but he's just not, it just doesn't resonate as hard with me as some of these variants. And I love the variants where they show Godzilla as a character in the universe. Like this is like a Carnage looking Godzilla. They do one with the Wolverine. It's pretty cool. But this one, I don't mind getting an alternate cover. But they create this huge, like this big robot to battle Godzilla. And all the heroes are in here. And they all kind of, like you have the Spider-Man, Miles, and Parker in the hands where they can control like the mechanical webbing, so to say. T'Challa, man, he totally like, he's smart. Like sometimes I forget that he's like genius level intellect, and he's the mastermind behind this. And it's a great battle against Godzilla. I was totally getting into it last night. The Human Torch is really upset because Godzilla, he thinks that Godzilla killed him, but he really didn't. They just got stuck in the negative zone. And so you have Magic Sword coming into play. Like T'Challa has this all worked out. So really this issue is just a huge battle with the heroes and Godzilla. They even talk about what they're going to do with him. So yeah, like Human Torch's family come back. Like in the beginning, I thought this was going to be, I thought it wasn't destroy. I thought it was kill. And we'll get to that next, in the next book, where it is kill. And it's a great action battle, man. If you're in the action, if you're into these other universe stories, the Godzilla thing is so popular right now. He's in every stinking book you can think of. The Kaisei era, I'm totally into that. That's kind of my favorite Godzilla book right now. But this one has been it's been a fun ride. It still is. I don't think it ends with this issue. You would think it does because they really contain him, and they put him on. They maroon him. This is kind of, kind of reminds me what they did to the Hulk back in the day, right? Like just maroon him on a planet, problem solved. That's never the case. It just pisses off whoever they do it to. And you get this huge reveal of, so yeah, it feels like it's over, right? Like Spider-Man's eating hot dogs or having a hero barbecue. But you get the splash page, and then you get this like really cool epilogue where I believe that's the Human Torch projecting from the future somehow. And he's telling him, man, what y'all did. Man, let me get it straight, dude. Is that the torch? Johnny sent back from the year 2099. Ah, remember that. We all know about that, right? 2099. There is a universe. And he's like, yeah, you guys totally screwed everything by what you did. And then you get Null inserted here. And I'll just make a comment about Null. Like, when this character came to be, I was out of comics. I think I had financial things going on. And I totally missed that ride. So I know he's super powerful. And they had, like, to really combine forces to deal with him. But you have a planet Godzilla. Yeah. If you're a speculator, get it, man. He puts a symbiote on Godzilla. So really it's like a Null Godzilla, maybe? Godzilla will, okay, so this is the end of this. Will return and destroy even more of the Marvel Universe. So this is getting interesting. This is a great, man, it's a great Godzilla. I was going to say flick, like a movie, but... So it does have a cinematic appeal to it. Yeah, man, Godzilla is a top-selling, like, character. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I may have to get the cover today, man. Like, the speculator in me might kick in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is the one right here. Predator Kills. I have issue 4 queued up in the reading pile. Totally dig the cover. Leinil Yu after, you guessed it, man, Barry Windsor Smith. This is a great cover. I can't remember if I bought 2 of these or not, but just to see that, there is a Weapon X Predator. They have it contained. They captured it during the Spider-Man versus Predator arc. You need to check that out. It's worth, you could probably still buy these comics at reasonable prices at your comic store, or I'm not sure what they're going for online, but I would recommend getting the comics. I know, like, they'll probably, I would think they would release a trade with it all combined, since it's all super interrelated with the Spider-Man versus Predator, and it's like a continuation of that story arc. So they're dealing with the Hulk. So the Hulk, really, in a lot of these books where somebody goes and kills that universe, the Hulk is really... that's the first cat you got to deal with. And it's so funny, man. Sometimes they find so easy ways to do it. It's almost like, why has that never been done by a villain? But I digress, man. Like, it wasn't in the script, right? So the Hulk is like, he's laying the smacketh down. I always love these cinematic panels. Like, I've been noticing that quite a bit. I dig it. So you get more history of our boy Kraven interacting with Yatu. Is it Yatu? The Predator. I'd rather just call them Predators. It's easier. So they hit him with a gamma machine, man, and suck all that gamma energy out of him, and then just kill him. So that's like, the only problem with that, and I think a lot of people agree with me, it's like, that's so stinking easy. Why has a villain not done that and succeeded? That's kind of where you get to, but I get it, man. There's limited space. I can suspend I'm not one of those dudes, man, where I'm going to micro-analyze a book to a point where it's not enjoyable. I can go along with the ride. This is crazy, dude. Wolverine. Now, Wolverine has dealt with a Predator. That's another thing you should check out, is Wolverine versus Predator. That was pretty cool. 2 hunters hunting each other, but check that out, man. It's probably in a trade paperback already. But, man, he gets to the X-Mansion, and they're, like, hanging there like they do in the movies, man. That is so brutal. And then you have that. Look at that, man. That's Professor X, if you don't know. Like, oh, man. The Predators dealt with the X-Men first. Like, yeah, they totally attacked this mansion. Then they went after the Hulk. It's brutal, man. All these... like Deadpool kills. God, he's done it like 4 times, man. And it's all brutal. It's not for mega minis. Yeah, be careful with that. I don't have to tell anybody that. But yeah, it's dark. And he gets, so this Predator is kind of interesting how some of them have unique weapons. Kind of like, I'm not a huge series movies fan, but I did enjoy Killer of Killers on Hulu. Check that out, man. You get, it's quite a nice ride, man, for the Predator universe and these characters that they develop. And then you get the shock at the end. I didn't enjoy Prey that much. I watched it, but it just, a lot of these Predator movies, and I'm kind of getting off track, but a lot of these Predator movies always miss the mark. So, Badlands, maybe that fixes it. So I don't know, Nightcrawler, he's a survivor, man. He'd teleport the hell out of there. He gets our boy, they escape. It'll be interesting to see how the Predators adapt to teleportation like that. Because here's the thing, is it going to go down like that? Do they really kill the whole universe? Like, I think we're headed for that. You get more. They do have a moon base. Like, this right here is like a mass coordinated attack that they're doing. They want to take over Earth is the narration, the plot. So you end with the Avengers Towers, just like, man, these Predators aren't playing around, man. They're pretty potty mouth panel. This is it. I would love to have an original art piece of that. That's pretty cool. Look, he's missing his little claw. I like it when they add details like that, like Predators that have been through it. So yeah. This, and man, you know, like they end with there's still hope. She is so powerful that I'm very interested to see what kind of smackdown she lays upon it. And I believe she let Reed Richards in the first issue, I believe he gets killed. So you know the Fantastic Four, man. You mess with one, you mess with all. Can you imagine her anger? Like, it's right on her face where her family, because they're family, man. It's the first family of comics. Like, they killed him. I'm pretty sure. So now you have the Invisible Woman, who is extremely powerful. She can literally put one of those invisible bubbles in your brain and just kill you like that. So we'll see. It's that ends that issue. Issue 4 is queued up, ready to go, man. I'm very excited to see what the Invisible Woman does for Vengeance. Let me know what you think.